Hello all, I am very glad to meet you once again. In last class we have seen the algebraic operations on powers of I. I have given the answers for the last video exercise, just to go through the answers. Now I am going to take the algebraic operations on complex number. First to check the answers, let me proceed the next one. This is the answer for the first one, and I am plotting the points for the above answers here just to check whether it is correct or not. Let me see about algebraic operations on complex numbers. So algebraic operation means if you are taking two complex numbers, how to add the complex number, how to multiply, how to subtract. We are going to discuss all these things. So before that, first I am going to explain how two complex numbers are equal. When will you say the two complex numbers are equal? Let us take Z1 as x plus iy and Z2 as c plus id. Let it be. If two complex numbers are equal means if x is equal to c and y is equal to d. That is real part of x equal Z1 equal to real part of Z2. Similarly, imaginary part y of Z1 and imaginary part of Z2, that is d. So, if real part of Z1 equal to real part of Z2 and imaginary part of Z1 equal to imaginary part of Z2, then only the two complex numbers are said to be equal. Now, let us check if x plus iy equal to, for an example, if x plus iy is equal to 7 minus 2y, then what is the value of x and y? Therefore, x is equal to 7 and y is equal to minus 2. Is it clear now? Now we are going to discuss about the fundamental operations. That operation I am going to explain in two ways. One is operation. First we are going to discuss about addition of complex numbers. In addition, I am going to explain in two ways. First way is direct addition. Then second method is vectorical addition. Vectorical addition of two complex numbers. Let me do now. Let us take Z1 is equal to, let Z1 is equal to a plus ib and Z2 equal to c plus id. How to add these two complex numbers? That is Z1 plus Z2 equal to a plus ib plus c plus id. So in order to add two complex numbers, first we are adding the real part of the two complex numbers. Real part of Z1 is a and real part of Z2 is c. Therefore, adding the real parts a plus c plus adding the imaginary parts, that is here is b and another one is d. So the answer is b plus d. So what is Z1 plus Z2? A plus c plus I into b plus d. Is it clear all of you? In order to add two complex numbers, add the real part and add the imaginary part. Let me see one more example. Let me see an example. Let Z1 is equal to 3 minus 4i, Z2 equal to minus 2 plus 5i. Now we are interested in finding out Z1 plus Z2. How to find out Z1 plus Z2? 3 minus 4i plus minus 2 plus 5i. So what is the answer? 3 minus 2 plus imaginary part is minus 4. Here the imaginary part is 5. So we get 3 minus 2 is 1. Imaginary part with I. 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 5 minus 4 is 1 I. Or I can simply write it as 1 plus I. Is it clear all of you? How to represent, how to add two complex number in the vector form. Let us take vector form. Let Z1 is equal to a plus ib and Z2 equal to c plus id. Represents two complex numbers. Now I am going to add the two complex numbers. This is, let us take, this is real part of, this is our real axis and this is our imaginary axis. So in real axis, here origin, let a comma b be here. here is A, let Z1 be the number here, and Z2 is here. Z2 is a number here. So I want to add the two complex numbers. In vector algebra, you know that OZ1 represents one vector and OZ2 represents another vector, means the resultant of these two vectors is nothing by parallelogram law of addition. In vector algebra, we know that in 11th standard, parallelogram law of addition. Law of addition says what? Or in physics also you have learned this. OZ1 is one vector, OZ2 is another vector. Then this vector, let it be, the point is P. Let us take this point as A of Z1. Let us take this point as B of Z2. Then P of Z1 plus Z2 is the new position of the complex number Z1 plus Z2. Is it clear? If you join, you will get clearly a parallelogram. Is it clear? So this is the vector form of addition of the two vectors. Similarly, you can do for subtraction and multiplication, etc. Now let us see the next part. Subtraction of two vectors. How to subtract two vectors? Subtraction of two vectors or subtraction of two complex numbers. Complex numbers, second operation. Let us take Z1 is equal to A plus IB. Similarly, Z2 equal to C plus ID. Now I want to subtract Z1 minus Z2. How to subtract this one? I am writing a Z1 minus Z2 can be written as plus minus Z2. Is it correct? Z1 minus Z2 is nothing but Z1 plus minus of Z2. So I am writing this as A plus IB plus minus Z2 means I am multiplying Z of each term by minus. So it becomes minus C minus ID. It looks like just addition. How to add this one? A minus C, adding the real part, plus I into adding the imaginary part, B minus D. Is it clear, all of you? Now vectorical form. How to represent this in vector form? Vectorical form. Let us take the complex number. Let us take the complex number. Z1 is here. Let us consider this as A of Z1 and Z2 is here. I am taking this as B of Z2. So this is OA vector, represents the first point, and this is OB vector, represents the second point. Okay, I am taking OB vector in such a manner that I am taking OB vector, I want to get my minus Z2. So OB, take the length of OB vector diagonally opposite to, that is, this is in first quadrant. We are taking it in the third quadrant. So OB vector, the same length I am taking OB position. This is our B dash. This position represents the minus Z2 point. See here, if C comma D is here, minus C minus D should be in third quadrant. So here we are getting minus Z2, here we are getting Z1. These two resultant force means that will act in between these 2 points A and B dash. This is the position of, new position of, let us take P of Z1 minus Z2. Is it clear, all of you? If you join, you will get a parallelogram of A, P, B dash and O. So once again repeating that we can represent any vector in complex numbers in vector form as well as in normal addition and normal subtraction of two vectors. Now let us take an example. Now let me see an example for subtraction of two vectors. Let us take Z is equal to minus 2 minus 3i and W equal to minus 1 minus I, or let it be plus I. We want to find out Z minus W. How to find out Z minus W? Minus 2 minus 3i minus of minus 1 plus I. Or I can write this as minus 2 minus 3i plus I am multiplying minus inside with each term. So 1 minus I. Again it becomes addition model. In order to add two vectors, what will you do? Add the real part and add the imaginary part. That is minus 2 plus 1 plus I into minus 3 minus 1. Okay. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 plus I into minus 4. I can simply write this as minus 1 minus 4i or minus of 1 plus 4i. Clear? You know how to subtract two vectors. Now before entering into multiplication of two complex numbers, here I am always using the word vectors. Vector means vectorical addition, and vectorical instead of vectorical addition we are doing by the algebraic method. Okay, multiplication of two complex numbers. Before entering into multiplication of two complex numbers, let us give some idea. Let z is equal to, if z is equal to x plus iy, what will you get? Minus z. Already you know from subtraction, minus x minus iy. Where it will lie? If it is lies in first quadrant, then minus z lies in third quadrant. Already we know. If this lies in first quadrant, minus z lies in third quadrant. Suppose this number z lies in second quadrant. Just see here. If z lies in first quadrant, minus z lies in third quadrant. Z lies in first quadrant, minus z lies in third quadrant. Similarly, the same mirror image through the origin. Suppose it lies in second quadrant, automatically it will fall on the fourth quadrant. So if z lies in, suppose let us take z2 or something, it lies in, minus z2 lies in fourth quadrant. Z, here it is minus. Okay, so you know how to find out minus z. Is it clear now? Now we are going to write what is 1z. 1z is nothing but z. What is minus 1 into z, which is nothing but minus z. What is 0z? 0z is nothing but 0. Is it clear now? So we are multiplying a complex number only with the real number. See here, 1 is the real number, minus 1 is the real number, 0 is the real number. Now I am going to multiply a complex number. This is very, very important. Complex number with I. Just to see how it is happening. Multiplication of a complex number with I. If let z is equal to x plus iy. Let us take z is equal to x plus iy. What is iz? We want to check it out. What is iz? We are multiplying z with I. Is it clear, all of you? So I into x plus iy. How to write I into x plus iy? Ix plus I square y. Already you know that. What is I square? I square is minus 1. So minus y. So here the real part of x becomes imaginary part of iz, and the imaginary part of z becomes minus y. See how it is happening. With the example I will explain clearly. Or I can write this as minus y plus ix. With the example you can see it clearly. Let us take z is equal to 2 plus 3i. So where this z lies, from x is 2 and y is 3. So real part is 2, imaginary part is 3. So certainly it will lies in the first quadrant. So let us plot the point here. Just observe where the point lies and you have to tell me how the point looks like. So 2, 3. Here it is 2. Let us take this point is 3. The point is 2, 3 here. Okay. Now what is iz? Iz is nothing but I am going to multiply 2 plus 3i with the I. So 2 into I, 2y. I into I square. I square is minus 1. Therefore minus 3. So where 2y minus 3. So what is the ordered pair of iz? Minus 3, 2. Not 2, minus 3. Minus 3, 2. Where minus 3, 2 lies? Minus 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 is here. And 2. 2 is here. 2 is here. This is minus 3, 2. Just check. See why we are applying vectorical notation for this complex number. It is clear for you. Now you can easily understand only through vectorical notation. So see here, OA point is here, let it be. Here OB point is here. Just see what is the angle you are getting. This is 90 degree. So in order to multiply a complex number by I, just listen carefully. To multiply a complex number by I, we are rotating the complex number. See here, we are rotating this complex number. I am saying it in vectorically. We are rotating this complex number through an angle of 90 degree. In which direction? Counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Is it clear all of you? So once again repeating you, to multiply a complex number, I am writing very short, short notation. To multiply a complex number by I means, what is the meaning? It means rotating the complex number through an angle of 90 degree. In which direction? Anti-clockwise direction. See here, anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. So just to see here 2, 3. When you rotate this in anti-clockwise direction, you are getting minus 3, 2. So what is the angle formed here? Pi by 2. I will explain this in some other way in next class also. Is it clear all of you? So once again repeating, to multiply a complex number by I means rotating the complex number through an angle of 90 degree or pi by 2. In which direction? Anti-clockwise. We are rotating in this way or we are rotating in this way. Not we are rotating in this way. Now can you tell me what is the value of minus I is it? What is minus I is it? Minus I into x plus iy. What is minus I into x plus iy? Minus xi minus I into I square y. Okay. Minus xi, I square is minus 1, minus into minus plus y. Or I can write this as y minus xi. So similarly with this sum, I am going to write minus iz in this sum. In first sum, I am converting first sum to first sum. Take first sum. In first sum, I am going to find out minus iz. What is minus iz? 2y minus 3. Minus of 2y minus 3. Minus of 2y minus 3 becomes 3. Minus into minus plus 3 minus 2y. Just to check, I am drawing the diagram. Here is real part, here is imaginary part. Imaginary axis, this is real axis. So 2, 3 is a complex number, lies here. So 3, minus 2. 2, 3 is here. Minus 2 is here. Okay, 3, 1 here, 2, 3 is here. So see this number. This is our first complex number z, and 3, minus 2. 3 is here, minus 2 is here. Just to see. This is the another complex number, that is b dash, which is our minus iz. See this diagram and this diagram. So it is rotated in 90 degree, rotated through an angle of 90 degree in anti-clockwise direction. If it is iz. If it is minus iz means it is rotated through an angle of the same 90 degree, in which direction? Clockwise direction. So in today's session, we learn addition, subtraction and multiplication. But in multiplication, there are three, I am dividing the concept into three parts. One is multiplication of a complex number with the real numbers. See here. And multiplication of a complex number with the I and minus I. But we want to know how to multiply a complex number with another complex number. That will be discussed in next class. Okay, thank you.